Well, I am in order. And I did say this earlier today in another video. I said, I don't understand what you are with myself is in order. That means I have a formed head on my shoulders, and I don't see everything with omniscience the way I am when I'm not alive here. But I don't afford to be an omniscience above myself here. I don't afford to be in the omniscience because it's homeless to say no to you. So I'm here as an order. But while I am in order and I deceased myself, I don't see it that I know who you are or why you are the way you are. And I don't know why you are the way you are around me because I'm in order that you called down from above the heavens to be here, not with you, but for you. That means you want something to be for you and with you or against you or else, whereas you're trying to move it around. You're trying to move around the order around yourself. And you didn't alive it that way. You alived the order. And then you alived yourselves, illegally alived after myself. That means, other than knowing that you are illegal, I don't actually know why. And that means you talk to me about yourselves like you know exactly why you're illegal, but you called down in order to be aliving this formed world, and you don't know why you're illegal to myself is not true. You know why you're illegal, and you do it right in front of myself, and you do it right to myself, and you talk to me like you know me, and you're very comfortable around me when you're doing commission of sin against myself, right to myself, and there's no one to report it to because I'm not in your creator because I'm in order. I'm not in your creator because I'm in order is not true. I am in order. You don't understand what I just said. I have to say it again. You talk to me about myself because I'm in order because I'm not in your creator. No, I am in order. And your creator doesn't exist because I'm in order. That means every one of you, if you're not acting exactly alone, you don't have the coordination of being in a creator other than you report that other people have done something wrong and you didn't put anybody else in prison. You didn't fight with them that they should be in prison. Even if you can't get them in prison because they don't want to go with you, you don't fight with other people that they should be in prison on the points that you report to myself that somebody else did something wrong, and so are you going to do something wrong, so what? And that's you trying to say that an order would put you in prison. I'm an order. It doesn't put you in prison. If I go into prison, you're going to have that problem later. That means I'm going into prison because of what I just described, that you reported to my order that you see other people doing something wrong to me, and what am I going to do about it? And that's not what an order is called down here for. You called down an order to be here, and you allied yourselves, and then you told me that you don't know what an order is, and I'm going to have to live with it. Why doesn't you don't know what an order is dwell in a jail in a prison? Why aren't you police officers when you find that somebody else did something wrong to the order? Myself, I mean, if you don't like it because you tell me you don't like it, let's say sexual abuse. You don't like sexual abuse because it's obscene. You can't be in a property with sexual abuse. It's obscene. Why do you say that to me? Because that's you needing to be a police officer with somebody who you think is obscene and try to fight with them to go into jails and prisons, that you don't want that in your life. Do you want to call me obscene? Do you want to accuse me of everything that somebody did wrong to me? If I wasn't alive, that I wouldn't have that problem. Okay? But I'm in order, and you alived myself. That means you alived itself and told me that you didn't want something in my life, and I didn't take care of it with myself, for myself, to myself, about myself, by myself, and for you. That's not what an order is. And you alived an order. You alived yourself. That means I am in order is aliving itself, but you are living along with alongside an order because you illegally alived yourself. You illegally alived yourself is how you alived an order. You're here on the condition that I am in order. So, for Mitch Moser, if you want me to thank you for my childhood because you don't have mom and dad in Las Vegas at the same time as you need to bring me food and you're responsible for that I have food and nobody else is feeding me food money, that's you needing to ask mom, why is nobody else feeding Becky food money? You don't just say I should thank you for my childhood, that you're not a major terrorist child molester to myself. Nobody's going to thank you for that in the money. You're still feeding a 48-year-old person who you think is paying rent someplace. Yes, you accuse me of that I owed somebody rent money. You were going to pay it for me, and you're going to give me food. And I'm the one who owes the rent money, and I'm going to take care of that for myself. But you're going to pay it because I don't have any money. That is true that you are a child molester in the threatening. That's you being a terrorist, but you're due to Donna. I'm not the first and alive is not true. I am the first and alive. You want to terrorize an order as the first and alive. You're here on the ultimatum that I am in order. I'm not here on the ultimatum that you're a terrorist child molester who was very good to me when I was little because I had a chance to grow up and fuck off with some boyfriend to take care of a problem for you. And you would say any boyfriend who comes along is a problem I took care of for you. You're so hysterical. I'm not shouted at you. I grew my height is more than a shout. I'm shouting the order. I state the order and I shout it. I shout the order. I'm not actually shouted because you just made me angry. And that's so what? Everybody's angry. I am shouted, the order is deceased. I'm shouted that you'll never alive in genitals ever again. I'm not going to thank you for anything. I am not a child. If you want to be in control of telling somebody, no, not never, I'm aware that at this time as in order. But I was in order for my whole life. That means you had a chance to leave. You don't have a chance to change. You cannot change that there is something wrong with you being illegally alive. You cannot change that. You can leave. You can go to prison. Nobody's buying your behavior. Your behavior belongs in prison. There is no alternative. You're going out of alive anyway. It's not due to know who you are. And for you to tell me I should thank you that you didn't take away everything that moves and shout myself right in your face, and you'll never give me anything I need that way. You're going to make me shout at you and tell me now you're not going to give me what I need. And it's going to be because I shouted at you. I'm not God to myself that way, am I? That's you not understanding what is in order, but you are in jail and prison with deceased address. You don't afford address on your genital penis. You asked for a shout and you got it, but I'm not shouting at you. I'm shouting at the camera for everyone to know, and if they see you, they should tell you to go to prison. Why are you treating the order? If you see the order, take away everything that moves, and if it shouts, give it an injection, and hospitalize it, and lock it up. And then release it and tell it to figure out how to pay its rent charges. You're so hysterical. You are supposed to tell each other, if you see me, you go to prison. You say that every one of you to every other one of you. If you see me, shout it, you go to prison. Every one of you, say that to every other one of you. You don't talk to me ever. I am the order you called down here, and you are illegally alive to see it. You are not too near myself. I don't know you. I don't trust you. I don't believe you, and I don't need you. Get out and go to prison.